Hi, my name's Dominic Triveline. I just turned 20 years old a few days ago, no longer a teen. 5'5", I'm 230 pounds right now. Today we trained chest, shoulders, and triceps here at Powerhouse Family Fitness Gym in Portage. We started with flat bench press, pretty basic chest exercise. Worked up to 365 for 6 reps. Previous we did 135 for 10, 225 for 10, 315 for 10, and then 365 for 6. After that, we went on to incline dumbbell. Kind of like a janky way I made the incline and just boosted it up on a little platform. The incline benches here are really high, so I actually don't really feel it in my chest. I feel it more in my shoulders. So if I can incline the bench at about 35 degrees, I get a lot more chest activation as far as my upper chest goes. After that, we followed it up with pec deck. We did 4 sets of 12, and on the incline dumbbell press, we did 3 sets of 12. We worked our way up to 110-pound dumbbells. That's about as heavy as they go. They go from 110 to 160, so that's a pretty big gap. So I just stayed at 110, focused on squeezing my chest there. Next, like I said, we went on to pec deck, 4 sets of 12, pretty much all the way up to the whole stack, however much that was. After that, we went on to shoulders. For shoulders, we did a tri-set of rear lateral, side lateral, and front raises, all 3 in a row. We did 4 sets of 12 there. Stayed at about 20 pounds with really strict form. Got a pretty good pump in my shoulders. After that, we went on to a machine shoulder press. There we did 4 sets of 10, followed by a drop set at the end. I don't really do too much for my shoulders. They seem to grow under any type of stimulation. So, I get a little pump in them after I do chest, and that's about it for the week. And then we did triceps. We started with just a basic V-bar push down. We went up to the whole stack, and then we added a 45-pound plate. I think we did 12 or 15 reps with that. Next, we went to a rope push down, superset it with rope overhead extension, 3 sets of 10 there. And then we finished with skull crushers, and we supersetted that with close grip bench press, 3 sets of 8.
How do you decide, Bud, on, is this something you would always train these 3 body parts together, or how do you break up your workouts throughout the week and stuff?
Well, I like to train everything twice a week. I find, for me, the best way I always grew was high frequency, a lower volume, and heavier weights. So my split looks like this. On Monday and Thursdays, I do back and biceps. Monday is a heavy deadlift and row day. Thursdays more pull downs, pull ups. Tuesday is legs. I'll do back squats, leg presses, lunges, and then leg curls. And Friday I'll do legs again, front squats, hack squats, extensions, leg curls. And then Wednesday and Saturday I do chest, shoulders, and triceps. It's very similar to Ronnie Coleman's split where he did everything twice a week. Except the fact that I have shoulders on chest day, just because I like to group chest and shoulders together. I find, like I said, the high frequency and the lower volume with heavier weight has really put a lot of mass on me. I'll do this probably for about 6 to 8 weeks, and after that my body gets pretty tired of training everything twice a week. So for about 2 or 3 weeks I'll train everything once a week, higher volume, just to give my body a little bit of rest, and then I'll go back to the twice a week training, kind of like a deload type week.
How long have you been training this way, Bud?
Well, now that I'm on I do my own training. I started right after Teen Nationals this year. I got to do my own training. I really wanted to do everything twice a week. I feel like high frequency, the more you can stimulate that muscle. As long as your nutrition's on point, you can recover and you can train everything twice a week. And certain muscles, so you can even train 3 times a week if you really wanted to.
Okay, and so go ahead and tell us a little bit about your last show in Teen Nationals, and we'll move on to what you're doing this year. So.
I won the 2016 NPC Teenage Nationals in the middleweight class and the overall. It was a pretty difficult prep towards the end, like the last 3 weeks. I didn't even feel like doing the show anymore because I was so tired and drained physically. But I really wanted this ever since I started lifting at 15. To be the best teenage bodybuilder I watched guys like Cody Montgomery come up and win it 3 times in a row. And then when I did it in 2015, I watched Muhammad Abaraju win it as well. And then, finally my turn in 2016 to win the whole show was a pretty awesome experience, something I've wanted and worked for a really long time. So I don't want to sound cocky and saying I expected to win, but like I worked very hard for that. And, I really just expected to win the entire show, and I wasn't going to let anything else happen.
Okay, so now you're working with a new coach this year. Tell us about that experience and then what your plans are for this year.
So after Teen Nationals, I started working with Justin Harris, nutritionist, right away. And so far this offseason, as I'm coming to an end, I've absolutely exploded in size. It's pretty ridiculous. Last year I was a middleweight, like I said, at the top of the middleweight class. And this year I'm going to be towards the top of light heavy class in the 190s. Justin's easily put 20 pounds of weight on me for stage weight just with the diet and nutrition. I've been working with him, eating so consistently. Right now I'm 230 pounds and leaner than I was at 210 pounds last year. So not only that, but my strength in the gym, deadlifting 600 plus pounds, squatting 550 pounds, and benching 400 pounds, just gotten a lot stronger and a lot bigger. Just eating a lot more food consistently, and I've grown. I've put on so much size. It's not even comparable to what I looked like last year. So
Justin contributed a lot of that. He just thought you were being underfed and you weren't getting enough nutrients.
yeah, I think a lot of that was, previously I was doing carb backloading, and I don't think carb backloading is good for off season at all. You need to keep a consistently eating carbs throughout the day. So I don't think I was getting in enough calories, and it wasn't consistent at all by any means. My off-season eating last year was not consistent. Had a lot of outside the gym issues where I was losing focus on eating, but now that I'm living on my own, I have my own place, and I work out, right next door to where I live. Everything's so consistent right now, my eating, my training, and it's really helped a ton. I've put on a lot of size.
And all your parts where you did feel like you were having issues like arms and legs and stuff have all come up. I mean, they all look crazy, man. So go ahead and tell us your plans for this year.
I'm going to start preparation for the 2017 Junior Nationals in Chicago. I got a lot of questions about why I'm not jumping into a pro qualifier right away. The reason is I'm 20 years old. I just won Teen Nationals. I'm jumping up a weight class, and I don't feel like I'm ready to get on stage at USA's or Nationals and contend for a pro card by any means. I'm not going to go there to get third call out and get my ass kicked. So I'm going to juniors first. I want to get my feet wet, see how I do in the light heavies. My goal is definitely to win. I train to win, just like I trained for Teen Nationals to win. So I don't expect anything less than to win. After that, we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll do Nationals or USA's. It all depends on how I do at juniors.
And your prep will start when, bud?
I'm going to start prep at the end of February 24th. It'll be 16 weeks. And like I said, I'm only 20. I have time is on my side as far as trying to do my first pro qualifier and turning pro. So I'm not in a rush by any means to get on a pro qualifying stage.
Yeah, no, and I know me and you have talked in the past, because we talk outside of the gym and you had said sometimes you feel like you weren't where you wanted to be, but you were comparing yourself to like these Justin Compton, these pros. Yeah. So I'm like, dude, you're 19, you're going to kill it. So
yeah, I always I wonder why I don't look like the pros sometimes, and I just got to realize, I'm only 20, and how big I am for 20 is pretty rare. A lot of people tell me, so I just got to be patient. Time is on my side. My coach Justin says I won't hit my prime until 30, so I got a lot of time to keep putting on size. Yeah, 10 years I'm even in my prime. So.
No, that's like Justin's right here in Kalamazoo also, so you can see him. He can physically see you. If you want, you can train together. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, what's nice about working with Justin is he lives 10 minutes away from me, so I can train with him over at his gym, or if he needs to take a look at me during prep, I just got to take a quick drive down to go see him.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Any idea what he wants to do for your diet for prepping, or this will be your first prep with him?
Yeah, this will be my first prep. We're doing a very high carb diet, and I've mostly been used to high fat dieting, and I didn't really think it corresponded with my body too well. I got lean, but I never got really, really peeled like I should be on stage. So this off season, we've really took a high carb approach, and I've stayed extremely lean. And my body responds very well to that. I'm able to consume way more calories. Starting in February, doing a high carb day, 7 days a week, where I'll consume over 800 grams of carbs every day. Right now, we're doing it 4 times a week, and my weight's stuck at 225 to 230. So hopefully, this 7 day a week bump of high carbs up until prep will get me up past waking up. At 230 would be really nice. But like I said, my body responds way better to the higher carb dieting, a little bit lower protein. Like 40 to 50 grams per meal, and carbs about 150 grams per meal, 125 at the lowest.
Awesome, man. Well, good luck with the prep. We'll definitely catch up with you as you start your prep and then as you go through it and stuff. Good luck, and I'm glad you're making so many crazy gains with Justin, and hope you kill it this year, bud. Make Michigan proud.
Thanks.